There we go. Maybe it's working better now. I gotta turn the volume up. Yeah, that's probably better. Maybe. I don't know. Hope everybody had a beautiful Christmas out there. I decided to, yeah, I don't think it's working, is it? It's working better now. I gotta turn the volume up. Yeah, that's probably better. Maybe. I don't know. Hope everybody had a beautiful Christmas out there. I decided to, yeah, I don't think it's working, is it? Ooh, peaceful Christmas. I like that. I had a quiet Christmas also, very quiet. Went to my mom's, spent a little time there, seen my family a little bit, and it was nice, quiet. Lots of snow here today. Beautiful when the snow first comes down. It's so beautiful out. I really enjoy it, just looking out. And when it's not windy, it's just quiet. My household is quiet currently. I'm the only one awake. I am having a cup of tea. Didn't want to get on camera this morning, so I figured I would do a live this way, a little bit different. Not sure if anybody's around, but if anybody's around, I'll check in every once in a while. Well, I'm here, but I mean, you know, I'm not talking full blown in front of the camera. That's why it's a quiet nursery cam. Excuse me a little bit, corner of space here. I'm hoping this headache will subside. I think the holidays can bring on a lot of different types of stress. And I didn't sleep well the last few days. But it turned out to be a quiet holiday. We didn't have a lot of company and beautiful meals at my mom's, which was really nice. I think I'm going to start another doll today. I think so. Ah, hello there, Monica. Thank you very much. These dolls, there was a Behringer doll up in the shelf. I have the elf doll, I believe is Fred Elf, the sculpt. I purchased that doll from, well, it was a doll that the Country Cottage was selling a little while back. I can never remember the name of the artist. Didn't come with a COA card or anything like that. That's why I never ever remember. And I tend not to write things down. My Levi baby is a baby that was created for me by not Carol, Kay's Creations. She created that baby for me, and when I first started getting into Reborns, I absolutely loved Levi so much. Loved him, loved him, loved him. The sculpt itself, just absolutely adored that doll. And I wanted to have an artist, I guess, rendered a doll, Levi. So I got the kit and requested that my friend Kay do this doll for me, to which she did, and he's such a treasure for me. I absolutely love him. The baby that's above him is actually a factory doll that McPherson's, which is located in Ontario direction. I had the privilege of actually visiting McPherson's over the summer, and they have the rights to several different sculpts now, to which some of them they are getting factory painted, and they are selling them to nursing homes in bundles. Like you can buy 5 or 6 in a bundle. They don't sell them individually as far as I know. Now this particular doll is a doll that I bought from their actual shop. Actually, I purchased 2 dolls. This one is a factory painted doll, and I have another one that was painted, but not sure who the artist is. I think a lot of the dolls maybe that they sell within their shop are dolls that maybe were done in workshops or something. I'm not really sure. Beautiful ladies there at McPherson's. A lot of dolls on display. I'll have to look at that video and see if I can open up that video again for people to see. But yeah, it was beautiful, beautiful experience. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, if you know of a nursing home, or I guess if you want to purchase some dolls in a bundle, they have dolls you can purchase in a bundle. They also have dolls that are like for children. What it is I also think Maritza at Dolly 19 purchased one. It's like a box you get, and in the box the kit, and I think they send some beads and some Poly-Fil and some things, diaper maybe. Not quite sure what else is in that kit that you can put the doll together. It's geared more for like a child to put together. It's really nice kits, and I think it's Serena. It's a smaller kit. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the name of the other one, but there's a couple of those small ones they have available. Well, hello, Robin. You had a wonderful Christmas. My adult children and grandchildren spent Christmas Eve with extended family. You're so glad it's over. You're exhausted. Oh my gosh, I think a lot of people say that they're exhausted. I can relate to that for sure. I hope everybody can hear me okay. I got this microphone here. Maybe I should bring it a little bit closer. I'm thinking everybody can hear me okay. Gosh, I really, really hope my headache goes away. I really hope. I am streaming this video through OBS, not just directly to YouTube, so I'm thinking it's okay. I'm hoping to create a looped nursery video. It's hard being Santa. Yes, and you have little ones too, so your Christmas is very different. Very exciting. It's so exciting when you have little people and Santa and stuff. Putting those Santa cookies out and all that sort of stuff. We used to do that. I used to have a lot of traditions I did when my children were smaller. There would always be like, my mom did this for us too. We'd get PJs, Christmas pajamas, Christmas Eve, and we'd also get some kind of an activity book, mostly like coloring book and crayons, and they were usually the really, really thick coloring books. They were really thick. They're so hard to find now. So very hard to find. Really thick, thick coloring books. And crayons, and that's what we would do Christmas Eve. And Mom would take out like different, I guess, trays of treats. There'd be chocolates, and there would be things that she had baked. There would be whatever, what else? Peanuts. My dad really liked the shelled peanuts in a cracker, and you'd have to crack them open. That's the only time we would see those, would be on Christmas. Cracking those peanuts open. That was so nice. Your daughter wants me to go out Christmas gift card shopping with her this morning, but don't know if I'm ready to go out and fight. Oh my gosh, this thing's opened everywhere now. Here, I don't know. Here, I don't think there's a whole lot open besides a drugstore. Gosh, I doubt grocery stores are open. Yeah, there's not a whole lot on Boxing Day open here in my area. Drugstores for like emergencies and stuff. Might find a coffee shop open, but yeah, we usually have to wait another day to go out. And I'm not in to go out fighting the crowd either, Robin. Not at all. Not at all. It's not my thing. Yeah, that's what kind of, did you guys have any, or do you have any Christmas like traditions or something you've done every year? As my children got older, I switched from coloring books to more like a journal, a new journal with pens and things that they got the night before Christmas Eve. So, and it was so funny because when I was a kid growing up, we would always, I remember us kids, three of us, can we open a present? Can we, please, please? It would be the same thing. And they'd hum and haw about it. My dad would hum and haw about it and be like, okay, but I got to pick it out. And every time we would kind of like really, really wish and hope it would be something different, like a toy or something. And sometimes we would be allowed to open something from a friend of the family who purchased us a gift or something. My parents would allow us to open that. But for the most part, every time we'd be like, oh, it's pajamas. And my dad would get under the tree and he would be feeling around. Oh, this one, this one. Or my mom would make little marks on the presents. Like a little, or I would do this too for my kids. So you knew it was pajamas. Oh, you're allowed to open this one. You're allowed to open that one. And we would open them up, and it would be pajamas. Oh, pajamas. I knew it was that. Okay, okay, you can open one more, and then that would be the coloring book and crayons, or yeah, usually coloring book and crayons, or activity book, or something along those lines to keep us busy Christmas Eve. That was always fun, and I tried to continue on that sort of tradition when my kids were smaller and at home and stuff. Do you guys, or did you guys do anything like that? Hopefully everybody can hear me. I keep saying that because I'm not sure if people are hearing me. I'm thinking people are hearing me, but I'm not 100% sure. Engage with your audience. Start a question and can you hear me? Where did all the, I don't know where the chat went. Must have disappeared. Oh, there we go. Maybe the chat, oh, there it is. Yes, you can hear me. Oh, okay, yes. Good, good, good. Thank you, Monica, because I wasn't sure. Hard being Santa, chef and chief bottle washer. Just got my kitchen back to normal. Oh, you guys had a big meal. I didn't make a meal or anything this year. But you know what? I really missed that I didn't have a meal this year. I think I would like to do one maybe for New Year's or something, because I miss the leftover turkey. Those turkey sandwiches are my favorite. My favorite part of Christmas is having the turkey sandwiches with the mayo and cranberries, and of course you got to put dressing on there. Oh, I got to stop talking about it because then I'll want that. But yeah, I miss that part, not having it at home. And yeah, our Christmas was a quiet, small Christmas this year. Not the big ones. My mother did the same with us, coloring books. Oh, did she? You can't, no, can't hear you on my device. Oh. Now, that must be something wrong with your device, Robin. Oh, I don't even know why I'm saying this, because you're not going to hear me. I'm just going to type it in here. Monica can hear me, so maybe your volume is down, Robin. Making you hungry. I know, me too. So it must be your device, Robin, as Monica can hear me. I know. Yeah, I'm hungry too. I didn't have a lot of desserts around or treats. Didn't do anything along those around the house. I did have Toblerones. Is that how you pronounce that? Toblerones? Toblerones. Yes, one of my favorite things to have around the holidays. Trying to think I shouldn't talk about all the holiday candies that were around, because it's going to make Monica hungry, make me hungry too. But we used to have different candies and things around the house. There's one candy that I can't seem to find. My mom used to get it for me repetitively every year, and it came in a flat box, and you pulled it out almost like a tray. You pulled this tray out of this flat box, and it had 3 divisions, and there'd be really light colored, they were creamy mints or something, and they look like visually they were flat on the bottom, and on the top it almost looked like a kiss, but not as high as a Hershey kiss, not as high. And there was a light, fair green and pink and yellow. And I really liked the creamy flavor to it. You can hear me now? Awesome, Robin. I'm happy. I'm happy. Yeah, I really like that. And what were they called? I can't even remember the name of those candies. But I really, really enjoyed those candies. They were so tasty. And Mom got them for me. Gosh, even as an adult, if she could find them, she got them. But you can't find them anywhere now. And that's what happens if you lived on this planet and existed as long as I have, 54 years. There's many things that have disappeared over your lifetime, or not only disappear, but really, really hard to find. Like ribbon candy was another candy that we looked forward to as children. As adult, also can't find it's, I don't know, it looks like a ribbon, a kind of a ribbon that's kind of bunched up, and it was a hard kind of, you could get different colors. Does anybody know what I mean when I say ribbon candy? Really enjoyed ribbon candy. And then the really, really hard Christmas kind of candy. They were hard Christmas candies. You usually got them in a bucket with a handle and had a plastic lid, and inside were all different hard kind of candies. They weren't that great, but it just made Christmas Christmas. And then, of course, which I also haven't seen, but I haven't been out to the stores much, they were called Strand chocolates, and it was like, I don't know if they were factory knockoff chocolates or what they were, but there was a box, and it was a cardboard, like, it was a big box, cardboard flat, and when you opened the box, it was just all kinds of chocolates just thrown in there. And my parents would get these because obviously they were a lot less expensive than the fancy chocolates. And oh, you love to hear my memories? Good, I'm happy. You still see ribbon candy around, Robin. Wow, good for you. No, I don't see it around. But once again, like, I'm not out running around, and we don't have big end department stores like we used to in my area. We just have Walmart and some grocery stores, but we used to have Kmart, Woolworths, the Metropolitan, Sears, all those, but we don't have those around anymore. We had the Bargain Shop. We just don't have them. We don't have what we call anchor stores for a mall. So yeah, time has really changed. Yeah, these big chocolates were just like they must have been misshapen or funny chocolates, and you never knew which ones you were going to get. It was just, they were all just thrown in there, and they were all just on top of each other, and some of them were stuck together, or some and my dad, oh, I miss my dad. My dad would have this habit of, well, I could just visualize him taking a chocolate, taking a bite. Oh, in his mouth, it would always be wet, and he'd be drooling all over it. He'd take a bite into this chocolate, and we ate something. It was like, I don't know how to describe it. When he took a bite of something, it was, which such, how do I describe it? I don't know how to describe it, but anyway, he was big joy, I guess. And he would take a bite into the chocolate, and you could tell if he liked it or didn't because of the expression on his face. He would have this big expression, like he would be happy about it, or this awful, like, that's disgusting, and he'd set the chocolate over to the side. Or he would say to you as a kid, I don't like this, do you want it? And I would look at him And I would think to myself, no, why in the world would I want that you've slobbered all over? But anyway, he'd set it to the side, and he would have this aside of all these bitten into chocolates that he doesn't like. Well, maybe someone will eat it later, like, because you could never tell what type of chocolate it was, right? Because it was this big knockoff box of chocolates. Now, I haven't seen those either. I don't even think you can get those. Now, of course, when you get chocolates, they're in the little trays, you know, nicely done in the little trays, and then you can flip the box over and you can see most likely what chocolate it is. Like, what chocolate is this? But it it's just, I don't know. I was just ending that poll there. Oh yeah, just see. I never knew you could put polls up. I think that's pretty cool. You can put a poll up during your live. Oh my gosh, memories, kid memories. We or I did too. My Christmas tree has Christmas ornaments on there that are, I think I talked about this in another video. A lot of the ornaments have a little story behind them. You got a new ornament like every year, or homemade ornament. It wasn't like all the ornaments match sort of thing. We used to string popcorn and put on our tree. We also made chains out of paper, construction paper, you know, and we would hang them. My gosh, I love that memory. I did that with my kids too. I love that memory. You just make strips with construction paper, the different colored construction paper. You would make strips with it, and then you would glue it or tape the ends and make a circle, and then make a chain, and attach them all together. We would poke holes in the bottom of the sorted chalks to make sure it was the one we I like that, Robin. That's pretty funny. You poke holes in the bottom. I like that. Oh gosh. Yeah, so I'd have chains on the tree, or we would have chains we would make with the paper, and that would be like, we would hang them in the kitchen, or that would be like our streamers, right? But it would be made with chains. Usually growing up and when my kids were small, would always put candy canes on the tree, right? And that's kind of treats you would kind of eat throughout the holiday while, as long as the tree was up. It would always be candy canes. Candy canes is another thing that's not in abundance. Now, I worked at a department store called Kmart, and I think the States still has Kmarts, but in Canada, there's no Kmarts anymore. And I worked there for many, many, many years. And there was always so many candy canes. So many candy canes. And I always wanted, of course, then it started to come out with the different flavored candy canes, or the different colors, right? The different colors. But the original candy cane was red and white and a little bit of a darker red, or was it green? A little bit of green. And each color represented, if you looked up some research, I can look it up on my phone, but each color represented Christ, I believe. I believe each color represented Christ. Let me see. Oh, I should use Chat GPT. Don't you know most people over 40 use Chat GPT? I've seen that come up so many times. What? I'll turn the volume down on that. Or what colors are represented? You probably can hear me ticking and tacking. Represented. I can't spell that. on the candy cane. And why, I guess. Maybe someone knows that. You have no more Kmarts in the States either. Ah. Oh, there's no green in this candy cane. Okay, so here's why. This is what ChatGPT says. The red stripes were added in the late 1800s to make the plain white sugar stick more decorative and festive. It means love, sacrifice, and the spirit of giving. In Christian symbolism, red is said to represent the blood of Christ, though this meaning was added later and wasn't part of the original design. Interesting, interesting. Now, white represents purity, innocence, and peace, often associated with winter snow. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Very, very nice. Original candy canes, I don't know if you knew, were completely straight. They didn't have the curve to them. They were completely straight. They had no stripes, and they were given out at Christmas church services. The hook was later came about. It was associated with the shepherd's staff, which symbolized care and guidance. Isn't that so nice? I really like that. I really like that. A lot of people maybe don't think about how things have different historical meanings with holidays and tradition. And yeah, people don't really think about that whole lot. Oh my gosh, I wish this headache would go away. I might have to go and get some kind of, I don't know, pill or something. Gosh, this headache. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when you do a live, and the live is in this format, which is the complete, I don't know, screen, you would say. It's not like in a short. You know when you do a live and it's in a short format, right? Meaning, even when you do a video, you have a video in the elongated YouTube video, which is usually like this one that you see. And then you'll see videos and lives with just the up and down short looking format. When you have the short format and you're on your phone and you do a live and you're looking at a live, you can scroll through and you'll see all the other lives in the same format. So that's how I find you'll get a lot of people coming on that are not part of your community of Dolly people or community subscribers and things like that. You get a lot of randoms, I'll say, coming on and which tends to irritate people because they'll just come on and say stupid stuff like, why do you have dolls? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? And I've discovered that it depends on how you place your video. Like if you have your video in a short format, you'll get a lot of that because you can go on your phone and hit live and just scroll through all the lives. Or you can find a live this way based on a notification, or you're just on YouTube and you notice one of the folks that you subscribe to are live, and she'll get that. If you want to have a lot of people jumping onto your live, you put it in the other format. If you just want to have a quiet sort of talk with your dolly friends about dolls and you don't want all the other stuff coming in, you might get it once in a while, but for the most part, you're just going to get folks that are subscribed to you or dolly people that are looking, but for the most part, you're not going to get all the other stuff that comes bombarding through that you really need to have, you need to be there to monitor and to delete people, or to have someone else do that for you. It's like YouTube started that kind of format, I think, maybe because of TikTok or whatever, where you can scroll through TikTok and see all the lives too. I think YouTube has that format too. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It's interesting. I like this, doing this live on OBS. OBS is a way to do a live. You can see your screen. You can do it right on your computer instead of your phone. And I can read it a lot better. My eyesight is I needs me new glasses. I need to get my eyes checked again. I find it harder to read. I'm gonna really upsets me when ridiculous as people come on. It feels like an intrusion, and it definitely feels like an intrusion because, like I said, right now, this format here, you're not going to get a lot of that. That's what I've noticed. Now, I can't say that that won't happen, but that's what I've noticed, Robin. When it's this format, and you go on a live, you're going to notice and not a lot of that takes place. But if you go on the other short format, when you see a dolly friend making a live in that format, you're going to have all that other stuff coming in there. Because of people scrolling, they just find you really quickly, and it really it increases one's views really fast. If you do it that way, it increases your views, but you also have to be, if you're joining that live or you want to have a live that way, if you're a content creator, and you want to have a live that way, you need to be okay with those intrusions. And a lot of times when I do it that way, I just kind of laugh. You will get people that are very inquisitive, seriously interested in the world of dolly creation and dolly collecting. But you'll also get a lot of the silly stuff that just say weird stuff, and then you'll have to just delete them or ignore them. I kind of think of it like you're in a room with all kinds of people. And that's basically what the live is. You don't know what's going to happen, right? In a live. And so, yeah, it's something to keep in mind when you go looking for a live. If you go on a live, notice the format of the actual live itself, and you'll notice. Um, just be mindful of the amount of people that will come in and out, and it's usually very different based on how the live is your phone. I guess you don't format. I don't know what you'd call it. The way you have your phone held, or the way it's done when it's recorded. It's very different. And so, yeah, I find this is a quiet live with your true followers, for the most part, who participate and jump online, like Robin and Monica. And so I love that. It's very nice. Like right now, it looks like there's 3 viewers, but there's been 15 views, but 3 viewers that are here currently. That's what's showing me. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at my phone to see if that's accurate. But let's see. It says 2 watching. Yeah, so 2 watching. And so that's very, like your format, I did get a notification with Charles. Yeah, and you will get a notification this way. And you will get a notification the other way too, but the other way is, like I said, very different. I wish I knew how to describe how it's... Oh, hello, Julia from Art Dolls. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. I was just talking about Christmas memories and different things like that. Also talking about different streams and what you'll notice with streams based on how the live is displayed or shown, um, how many people will come in and out, and how many viewers you will have. That's what I've noticed. Can't say I have the 100% science all figured out, but that's what I've noticed. If I do a live in this way, I don't get a lot of bombarding of just randoms just asking and saying rude things or asking a bunch of bizarre questions. I don't mind questions curious about doll collecting and that sort of thing. I don't mind that at all. Actually, some people really are interested, intrigued. I remember one time I got a young fella who was really intrigued about it. He was a collector himself of other things, but he was intrigued about doll collecting itself, and he was very nice about it. But at first, it's like you get a comment like, "What is this? What is that? Is that real?" Like, and you assume as a content creator doing a live that this is another one of those folks that are asking all these silly questions, are going to be rude. But no, he was very inquisitive, very interested to to know or learn about the creation and the collecting of dolls and hyper-realistic dolls. Lives are not complicated. They're not complicated. But I will say, if you want a more quiet sort of live, you put it this YouTube direction, I guess. If you want a live that's very fast-paced with a lot of randoms coming in, and you don't know what's going to be said and stuff like that, if that's the kind of thing, then you do it on, I guess, a short format or a straight up and down TikTok format. If you do that, you'll get a lot of randoms coming in because people can go on their phone and just scroll through all the lives, and some people just do that. They do that because maybe they want to talk to people, not necessarily they're interested or they're dolly people that collect dolls or create dolls. They're just wanting to talk to people. That's what I think. Either there are a lot of them, I think, are kids. I think a lot of them are young kids on YouTube with their phone just wanting to talk and get a reaction or someone to talk to, and not really interested in the content itself. They're just interested in a back and forth conversation. So they'll say or spew certain things. I know I would get people that would say, like, I'm only 12, or they could be an adult making that up. They could be whatever, but it's kind of scary because kids have phones and they'll just scroll through these lives, and sometimes you'll see lives if you scroll through. If you go on your phone and you hit lives, you'll see all these lives you can scroll through, and you'll come across just people just doing random things, or they just have a camera in their house, and you just don't know what kids, for an example, are looking at, or who your kid is speaking to, or whatever. So it's a very different world than it was when I first started doing lives. Because when I first started doing lives, I never noticed that. But maybe it's because I never really changed the camera view. It was brought to my attention by one of my children that the way you turn your camera view during a live makes... Ooh, there's someone at my door. As you can probably hear all my dogs acting like arses in the background. I don't know what they're barking at. I have my partner yelling at them, or my son. Not really sure. Oh, my son may be leaving. I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna be back, but I'm gonna run out for a minute and see what's going on. Hello guys, I'm sorry about that. It was kind of a kerfluffle at the door with family and things like that. Let's see what you guys been talking about. Got it. Good to know. Thank you. It's scary. You don't know their reason or intentions for coming on a live. They know nothing about the topic. Absolutely. 100%. My grandkids always call my doll room the scary room. When they were here for Christmas, they told me it was even scarier. Yes, there's more at it, but I just laughed. It's even more scarier because there's more dolls. It's funny. Oh gosh, guys. Yes, 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 yes. Like I said, this is definitely something, a learning curve with lives. It's definitely a learning curve, and what I've noticed, some people really need to be mindful. Like if it really bugs you, don't jump on a live that's shaped like a TikTok or a short, because then you will get all kinds of stuff. This is the type of live, like we haven't had any randoms come in as of yet, and that's what I've noticed. Once in a while you will, but that's what I've noticed, the difference um, with lives. Oh, my head is still killing me. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for joining me. I am going to take off here, and you guys have yourselves a really good rest of your day. I think I'm going to do a few lives throughout the day today, just to jump on, but right now I am going to leave, and I will be back in a little bit. I'm going to try to get this headache under control here. I just took 3 liquid gels. Hopefully that will help. But thank you so much, guys, for stopping in. And what does that mean? Concurrent viewers. Concurrent viewers. I don't know what that means. Anyway, guys, have yourselves a fantastic rest of your Boxing Day, and I will be back. I might do a different live in a different direction, and you maybe can compare the difference, and you'll see. We'll see. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Bye for now. Thank you, Robin. I do too. I really hope I get rid of this headache.